Hello students, today I am continue teaching on the chapter seed structure and germination. For those who missed the online classes, and it is video number 2 on that course. Here it is, seed structure and germination, video number 2 for online classes, those who have missed. Today I am going to tell you types of germination. Here it is, types of germination. Types of germination categorized on the difference in growth of the embryonic axis. Remember, any kind of typification is always based on some criteria. And the criteria in this typification is difference in growth of embryonic axis. There are two types. Number 1, hypogeal germination. Number 2, epigeal germination. Hypogeal germination is what? When here cotyledon or cotyledons. If it is monocot, then it is single cotyledon. If it is dicot, then it is two cotyledons. Remain on the soil and plumule grows up. It is because epicotyle grows faster than hypocotyle, and because of that the seed remains in the soil. Example: pea, gram, maize, rice, etc. Mostly the monocot seeds are performing this process. Some of the dicot seeds like pea, gram perform this process. The second type is epigeal germination. Here the cotyledons are lifted above the ground, and it is so because hypocotyle grows faster than epicotyle. So hypocotyle grows faster than epicotyle. The examples are bean, castor, gourd, pumpkin, etc. Now these two types of germination, if we compare with each other, then we see the following points. Differences between the hypogeal and epigeal germination. Always when you differentiate any two structures or processes, do it in a form of a column. First point says hypogeal germination. Cotyledon remain on the ground. And epigeal germination, cotyledons lifted above the ground. That is the basic difference of it. Second point is epicotyle elongates faster. Hypogeal germination, epicotyle elongates faster. And epigeal germination, hypocotyle elongates faster. This is the second point. These two are the basic points of it. A third difference is also given in your book, is slightly faulty. I changed that one. And the third point is usually occurs in almost all the monocot seed, almost all monocot seeds, but in some dicot seeds also. And usually epigeal germination found in dicot seeds. So these are the differences between the epigeal and hypogeal germination. Now here very frequently two words are being used: epicotyle and hypocotyle. Now you must know what is epicotyle, what is hypocotyle. It is in the embryonic axis that I have taught it earlier. Still, to understand better, once again I explain that hypocotyle and epicotyle. For that I remove this. The structure of axis. Let's take a bean seed. A bean seed, what happens? This way a small embryo is visible, which is attached with the cotyledon over here. If I take this embryo outside, then it looks like this. And there is a point where it is attached with the cotyledons. This is called mesocotyle, point of attachment. With the cotyledons. This is mesocotyle, the point of attachment with the cotyledons. This is actually the plumule, and this is actually the radicle. And this portion is hypocotyle. And this portion is epicotyle. So when hypogeal germination takes place, this epicotyle elongates faster than this. Whereas when it is epigeal germination, this portion, hypocotyle, grows faster than epicotyle. And since this is the point of attachment, the difference of cotyledon remains on the ground or lifted above the ground occurs. So this is the embryonic axis. To understand better the hypocotyle and epicotyle. Other than these two types, there is a special type of germination that is found only in mangrove plants. This special type of germination in mangrove plants. Here what happens, this is called viviparous germination. Viviparous germination is what? In case of mangrove plants, example Rhizophora sonoracea, where the soil is waterlogged, at that time the plant having the fruit there grows itself in the plant. The hypocotyle, and this is the radicle. In this germination, starts when the seed is still attached to the plants. And when the germination is done, the soil is waterlogged, this falls on the ground and the hypocotyle and radicle pierce the ground and starts growing. It is only because the saline water filling up the soil. And this is found in case of the plants like Rhizophora, Sonaracia, this type of plants which are mangrove plants, this viviparous germination is taking place. So this is all about germination. We will continue our study in the next video.